myredbook.com, Republican felon, ex-mafia member, 2838 Concord Lane, Santa Clara, California, 95051, 408 500 7328, rapist, solicitor of rape, stalker, solicitor of stalking, 422 PC, death threat maker, solicitor of murder, attempted murder, libel writer, solicitor of libel writing, slanderer, solicitor of slandering, cyberstalker, solicitor of cyberstalking, solicitor of blackhat hacking, briber, blackmailer, extortionist, kickback receiver, kickback provider. Greg Chappell, for the last at least half an hour, has been going off downstairs about how he can RAPE me anytime he wants to, and that he can get away with it, and that he'll never be brought up on charges. And he's been yelling and screaming that he can break my fingers and break my wrists and break my arms and break my elbows and bash in my other femur and break my, shins and take a hammer to my knees and all that, and he'll never get in trouble, and he can do that as many times a day as he wants to, all day long if he wants to, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. He's been screaming that for the last half an hour. Then he's been screaming that his family members are mafia members and that they own all the corrupt law enforcement across the United States, especially in Northern California, and that he can have me arrested anytime that he wants to, and that they can put me in solitary confinement and RAPE me as much as they want to every day, all day long, and get away with it, and they'll never be caught, and they can do it whenever they want. And they can break my arm just like he can, and break my fingers, and break my elbows, and break my wrists, and take a hammer to my knees, and break my other femur, and bash in my head, and they'll get away with it, and no charges will ever be brought. And he's been yelling that, he can have my family members hurt and harmed. He's been yelling and screaming that, same thing can happen to my family members as can happen to me, and they'll never be caught, and corrupt law enforcement won't be caught, and he just is above the law, and all of corrupt law enforcement is above the law. And he's been yelling and screaming, yelling and screaming, yelling and screaming, yelling and screaming, all that for like the last half an hour. And I'm sure he's going to continue to scream and yell all night long and through the morning, because that's what he does.